Hello, Vacuum Collectors Club and YouTube. This is Arbach Lover 1618, also known as Jeffrey Baker on Facebook. Um, Today I am cleaning up my Hoover Commercials to go do another cleaning job. I'm not fired from my original. There's not a chance of that. But today I'm going to be cleaning it up. I've already started. So let's get to it. I've already got the brush roll and all that cleaned up, because that's the hard part, because you have bristles. And the bristles kind of do shred the towels. I'm using Scott towels. And when they get too dusty, they pretty much start disintegrating, because hey, dust eats away at things, especially the fine dust. So, yeah, I've gotten this thing pretty cleaned up already outside the video. The thing was so dusty. This is my Hoover Commercial dual purpose. So, that's something to note. It gets a lot of use. I use it out on the back porch a lot too, because hey, I'm cleaning up the parrot's mess, and on this side your fan is in there. You can see that a lot of blades on that fan. You can kind of see it in there moving. You can't really see it in there, but now you can. That moving part, that's your fan. A lot of blades, a lot of suction. I've kind of got this thing pretty cleaned. I started early because this thing looked disgusting. But the bottom plate is pretty clean. It doesn't really get dirty because there's airflow going through it. I got that as clean as I could off film, but the thing is still pretty nasty looking. It's not nice to know that you live with dust like this in your house. I guess that's one reason to know that they invented vacuums, because they used to have brooms a long time, just brooms and carpet whackers. I forget what you call them. They have a weird shape to them. You took your rugs out, hung them up, and beat them. I forget what they're called, but hey, I know, but I don't remember. So, yeah, this part over here is pretty clean. There's our switch thing. It pulls up a little rocker switch. And as we can see, that's pretty dirty in there. This thing don't get cleaned enough, really. This entire thing was filthy looking. And on here, there's a little screen or something. There it is. And that held that. It contained that. So yeah. And that is a lot of dog hair and cat hair. We have both. Well, 3 of the dogs and 1 cat. So yeah, this thing is ready to put back together. I cleaned most of it off film because it was disgusting. But like so, you line up your components. That thing goes in the hole where it'll pull up the switch, and there we go. We got that in place, and now this bolt goes in that hole back there. You can't really see that hole right there, like that, and that holds this entire thing on. So we're going to put our handle back gently, of course, and put our lid back on. And to put that back on, you just situate it, and right there, that crack right there is where all the dust goes through into that screen. And as most of you might know, this goes on like so. We pull our handle back up, and most would do the lid first, but I did that third. No wait, fourth. No wait, it was third, because we still gotta put a bag in it. Well, I did that third also because it makes it easier to see what I'm doing here. And I will put the nut right there back on there, and we'll be back. Okay, I got that back on. This thing was really nasty. Also, I'm going to be using an Arm & Hammer filter bag because the rug stinks, as I heard. So I got a pack of Arm & Hammer filter bags here from Walmart, and we're gonna pop one of these in there, and we'll be back. Or I might... No, I can't do that on film because I have to use two hands. Okay, that's in there and ready to go. On there pretty good. You know, I do not like, and this is the main thing I don't like about these, is TTI has taken over most of the vacuums we use today, and pretty much vacuums these days have gone to shit. There are some new ones, Hoover and Dyson, that I've heard are actually pretty good. Sharks, I rarely hear any good about them, but yeah, I have heard good about Sharks. Now our bottom plate, there's two tabs, one right here and one right here, that this pops on with. It seems that there was two screws at one time that went right here and right here. They were not there. I'm not sure if they were never there or what. It doesn't really make sense, because why would there be screw holes if there weren't any screws? Now, put the hose and attachments back on our caddy, which there's only one attachment on this particular caddy. This slides up there and gets woven through these little tabs, which is kind of hard to do with just one hand, but there, and here. Now, I have heard one bad opinion about these, or actually one bad thing about them, but not enough to know that they're not actually good vacuums. This is actually a great vacuum. So, a little strange for it to be tossed. It did show signs. Well, it had a full bag of pencil shavings, as if they used it to just vacuum off out their pencil sharpener. Baptist Church was throwing this away. It was in the rain, and story behind that is, I don't think it was in the rain long, because it only had a little bit of water deposits on it from the rain. But yeah, it's still a good vacuum. The hose was full of water, and it was actually in that hole. So I don't know if it stopped sucking or what. Unless they finally decided to use it on the floor, and they forgot to bring that hose out of it, and just used it like that. Yeah. So, yeah, this is still a great vacuum. It works great for what I use it for, which is to clean up the parrot's mess. And it runs smoothly. Yeah. So, tell me how you guys liked it. I actually did get a request for vacuum maintenance, but I didn't record the whole cleaning of this just because it looked very nasty and very dusty it was. But it turned out pretty good. The bag was smelling because I used it to vacuum up mold, which was a bad idea, if you ask me, because it smelled so bad. But it still runs. The mold was actually dry, so it wasn't wet mold or anything that could damage the vacuum. Very good airflow, all that. Also, to get what was in the tube, you know, what the dust goes through and gets in the bag, I use my little nano light that I have not heard of before. So, yeah, tell me how you guys liked it and tell me what you guys would like to see. And as always, I will see what I can do and how I can do it. So, this is also to go on Vacuum Collectors Club on Facebook. This is Arbach Lover 1618, aka Jeffrey Baker on Facebook, in the Vacuum Collectors Club. Also in Hoover Sanitaire and More, if any of you are in that club. If you have not heard of Hoover Sanitaire and More on Facebook, please search it and ask to join. I will join anyone who likes vacuums. But there are rules, you'll have to read them. So, like I said before, tell me how you liked it, and tell me what you guys would like to see in the comments below, and I will answer any requests. So, until next time, see ya.